All right, how's everybody doing today? It's another episode of Shave and a Haircut. I'm your host, Kenneth Tramble. My co-host, Latanya, is en route to me. I don't know if she's gonna have enough time to get on, but thank you guys for coming in and tuning in to Shave and a Haircut. 20th, I think, podcast I've done so far. It's getting great reviews. People are liking what they're hearing, and they're asking for more and more content. And we're going to continue on. I want you to go to my YouTube page, share it, subscribe to my channel, and like it and share it. Like it and share it. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, like it and share it, guys. Um, as I always start off, thanking God for allowing me to be on this podcast again and allow me to be able to impact some kids as much as possible, give information to parents to allow them to understand, what is going on in our community, ideas or suggestions or solutions to help your child kind of navigate life as it's going, because things are changing and it's changing every day. And our kids need a lot of guidance. They need a lot of people, hands-on as it may, to help our youth understand that there's other options, there's other suggestions, there's other things you can do in order to keep your life together, and try to stay out of this thing called trouble, because it's easy to get into, but it's hard to get out of. And we need our kids to understand that there's other options, there's other suggestions, other solutions. You don't have to be quick to go and get violent. You don't have to be quick to be disrespectful to adults. Sometimes you just take your time just to step back and analyze life and see what path that God has you going on. So as I always start with a song that I like. I don't own the rights to this song, but it's one of the songs I listen to. I think my mom likes this song as well. So remember, I don't own the rights to this channel to this song. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Blessed assurance, Jesus is mine. He's been my fourth man in the fight, time after time. Born of His Spirit and washed in His blood. And what He did for me on Calvary is more than enough. So I trust in God, my Savior, the one who will never fail. He will never fail. I trust in God, my Savior, the one who will never fail. He will never fail. Perfect submission, and all is at rest. I know the author of tomorrow has ordered my steps. So this is my story, and this is my song, my song. I'm praising my risen King and Savior all the day long. I trust in God, I do, my Savior, the one who will never fail. He'll never fail. He will never fail. I trust to this part right here.
I sought the Lord, and He heard, and He answered. I sought the Lord, and He heard, and He answered. I sought the Lord, and He heard, and He answered. That's why I trust Him. That's why I trust Him. I sought the Lord, oh Lord, and He answered. I sought the Lord, and He heard, and He answered. That's why I trust Him. That's why I trust in God, my Savior, the one who will never fail. He will never fail. Whether you're a part.
All right, guys. Like I said, I don't own the rights to that song, but I like to start off with a little spiritual music and get everybody realized. As I said, my name is Kenneth Trump. I am the CEO and the owner of Shaving and Haircut podcast that's been going on since maybe 24, 20, 25. This is my 26th episode, if I'm not mistaken, or 25th. And we're still trying to educate and still incarcerate our youth. We're still trying to teach them and reach them. We're trying to help them, keep them out of trouble. Just today, myself, along with Mr. Ramon King and Mr. Timothy Williams, we had it's Read Across America week here in Louisiana and probably all over the state, all over the country. So I'm encouraging some of you guys and some of you men. We had a conversation. You know, that's what's missing in most of our schools now. There are not any male teachers. Not to say that the ladies are not doing a good job, but there's no male participation or any type of males on the hallways that could, help these young men out. And so I'm encouraging you guys to try to find a school this week and go in there and call the teacher, set you up a time where you go and sit down and read. I mean, Mr. Ramon, I think he read to the 5th grade and had a good time. He had such a good time. He went back after we did the picture session. And so, that shows that the impact that you have. And I'm pretty sure there's waiting because Mr. Ramon is kind of what we call interactive with the kid. I like him to go with me because he's interactive with the kids. He acts, they feel like they're really in tune with him. And so people like that is what's needed in our sessions when we go and talk to kids, so those kids can understand. Um, you can be an entrepreneur, you can be a manager, you can run an organization and still be down to earth, if that makes sense to the kids. And the kids had a good time. So I'm encouraging everybody on this podcast to reach out to somebody, reach out to a school, and get in that school and read to those kids. Tell them about your job, tell them how important reading is and how reading help you get your job. And that's basically what they want you to do. They want you to go in, read to the kids, talk to the kids, and kind of let them know how reading help you get to where you are today. Because it's important, because what's coming up from what I'm hearing is they're going to have some type of exams and stuff for kids. And you're not on a reading level, you will end up staying in the same grade that you're in. So, I mean, you can make straight A's all day long, but if your vocabulary is not good, they're going to hold you back. So I want you guys to, like I told the kids today, every day, pick up something to read. I don't care if it's a magazine. I don't care if it's the back of a CD that you are playing Call of Duty or whatever game. Read a newspaper, magazine, put it on closed caption on the TV. Read the words. Just read. We encourage you to read. Again, I had a great time. Response from and Mr. Ramon, I forgot to tell you the principal called, and they really were encouraged by you guys coming up, and they said you guys are more than welcome to come back anytime y'all get ready. You don't need me to come back. Y'all can come back anytime y'all get ready and say you want to read again. They'll put you back in there. They had a good time, and the kids were interactive with you guys, and they loved the way things were going on. They really accepted you and Mr. Tim like it was. They thought y'all was the police. So it was so cool for them to see other people besides me every day walking down the halls and talking to the kids. And that's what we're trying to get everybody to get involved in and to participate. And like I said, if you're on here and you're from the Greater Wilderness Cathedral, you can 9 o'clock tomorrow, you can come up there, say you want to read, and they'll send you to a classroom. They'll give you a book. I suggest you find a book that's got like some interaction to it, like me and Mr. Ramon found out. The more interaction you have with the kids, the more fun you can have with them. And so come anytime you get ready. Get involved. Mentor, help change lives. Like I said, Mr. Tim and Mr. Ramon, they had an awesome time, and the kids had an awesome time with them, laughing and joking. And after they left, they was wondering what they actually thought the both of y'all were the police. They said, "Well, are they the police too?" I was like, "Well, no, but they are at church." It's okay. So it's more of that is what's needed in the school system, so we can help find out what's really going on with our youth, especially our young men. The young ladies are getting to the point where they are doing some things, but the young men are on our list of endangered species for us going in the court system and for us getting into trouble with law enforcement. So we definitely need that happening. We definitely need our kids to understand and to be able to see you guys out in the public and remember that you impacted them by even coming just reading. Like, don't just come like one day and then never see them again. Just that impact that they had today is going to last for a long time, because the way you guys came in and was interactive with the kids and continue to read and read over and over and go for it. We went to what, 5 classes in Dr. Second Ramon. We started one class, we went all the way around. So I think we hit at least 5 classes that we read. So we went in like a circle of motion. And we hit every kid that we could hit. We read every kid that we could read to. And like I said, I encourage you guys to get those interactive books, because those books there, when you get kids to start talking with you while you're reading, that helps those kids out. And also they think they're having fun, but they're actually reading. And so today's topic, I'm gonna stay on after I encourage you guys to continue. Please continue to get your kids to read. Reading. That's the most important thing, because they're not to the point now. Like I was saying, when COVID came, a lot of our kids' vocabulary went down because what happened, we ended up at home on a computer, and the teacher did all the reading. She did all the talking, and all you did was just sit there and you took a test on a computer. So for that whole year, your vocabulary went a year behind, unless you read, unless your parents made you read at home. And most of the parents just made sure that you were on the computer and that you did your assignments. So basically you didn't read, so your vocabulary went down. And that's what I'm trying to get everybody to understand. And people get upset when I say it, but technically you're a year behind in vocabulary because you didn't read for a whole year. And that's the truth. And so we gotta get our kids. I mean, I don't care what it is, newspaper article, but we gotta get our kids to read. No matter what, they have to read on a regular basis. And like I said, when I went in the classroom, I noticed that every teacher had a bunch of words on the wall. So they're encouraging reading, but are our kids actually looking at the pictures or are they reading the words? And so one lady, all she had was words on the wall. She had no pictures. It was words all over the wall. And we had to I had my kids point out words, and they started saying the words. So you got to start remembering those words you're saying. Repetition is key. That's how our kids become great, right? So my topic is going to be bullying, okay? I'm going to get back on that again. And also, I got a PowerPoint presentation I'm going to put up that I want you guys, you'll be able to see it if you go to my Facebook page and subscribe to my channel. You'll be able to see those PowerPoints that I got. And also, guys, if you need me to come to your schools, do these presentations, I will come, but it's going to cost a little fee. It's not going to cost a lot, but it's going to cost enough. I got to start networking myself now. I've been doing it for the past 12, 14, 15 years. I've been doing all this for free. And so now I got to start networking, Mr. Tramble. I got to start networking myself and allowing myself to be able to continue to do what I'm doing at a mere price. It's not going to be outlandish or nothing, but I just want to make sure you understand it. When I start coming to these places, it's going to be a fee. So I want you guys, and this is going to be on me for right now, this PowerPoint, but I will bring this PowerPoint to your schools. And I got several. I got one on bullying. I got one on traffic stops. I got one on depression. I got one on how to talk correctly. I got one on budgeting. I got PowerPoints on girl relationships with boys. I got PowerPoints on everything that I've done. So I have presentations for everything, just about what you need. If I don't have it, I guarantee you I can get one together if you got a topic or something you want me to talk about. I think the other day, one of the persons was talking about how the boys were acting out and cyberbullying and stuff. So I got stuff on cyberbullying. I got stuff on church security. I got PowerPoints on everything that you need. So if you need it, just hit me up and we'll set a contract down and we'll get started. So we're going to get started on bullying, okay? So you see the slide. It says bullying, recognizing signs your child is being bullied. So that's important because sometimes parents don't really look at their kids and see what's going on. They just see a young man sitting there. It's just, everything's all right. He or she might be going through something that we might not even recognize. And so we as parents got to make sure we're vigilant. We got to make sure we're doing what we're supposed to do. We got to make sure we're asking those questions. We got to make sure our kid understands that they can come to us at any time when things are going wrong. Okay. Slide number 1. Can I get it to work right for me? Okay. So I'm defining what is the definition of bullying, right? Define bullying. So bullying is intentional aggressive behavior that involves an imbalance of power. It can persist over time and often target individuals through repeat action. Types of bullying. Bullying can manifest in various forms, including physical, that means hitting. Verbal means name calling. Social means social media. Exclusion, that way social exclusion means like you guys are they're out on a group and they're just not letting your child be in that section Cyberbullying is online, each affecting child differently. It affects your child differently. The types, the impact of bullying. Bullying can lead to severe emotional, psychological, and academic consequences for your child. Victims may experience anxiety, depression, and decline in academic performance, affecting their overall well-being. And so that, that goes a long way, especially when you're young and you're being bullied. It affects your child in a way that that it's kind of like when I always do a demonstration when I ball up paper and I get a kid to ball it up as many times as he or she can. And I said, this signifies all the times that you've been talked about, kicked, pushed, punched, hair pulled, talked about, called names. And then I say, all right, say now, I'm sorry. So I'm trying to straighten it out. So then I would tell them to straighten the paper all the way out. You try to make it back smooth again. Then I would show it to them. I'm like, what do you still see? And they said the wrinkles. I said, those wrinkles are all the stuff that happened. So it means it's always going to be on you. It never goes away. So when you're bullying somebody, even after you apologize to that person, it never goes away. It's still going to be there. So I use that for example. Okay, let's see. Did I go too far? Let me go back. I did. Okay. All right, let's go forward. Let me go back. All right. Signs your child may be bullied. Okay. Changing behavior. A sudden change in your behavior, in his or her behavior, such as increased aggression, irritability, or withdrawal, can indicate that a child is experiencing bullying. Parents should observe any distracted shifts in moods or actions, as these may signal underlying issues. So that means you need to make sure when you're watching your child, you're noticing the changes. He's getting irritable, increased aggression, withdrawal. That's some things that something's going on. So you need to start doing some investigation, right? You shouldn't say, you'll work it out yourself. Just talk to your child. Unexplained injuries. Frequent and unexplained injuries such as bruises, cuts, or scratches may be signs that a child is experiencing bullying. It's important for parents to investigate these sources of these injuries and communicate with their child about them. So if you come to the house and you notice your son, daughter walking a little funny, or you touch them on the shoulder and they wince, it's time to find out, hey, what's going on? What happened? You didn't leave here like that. What's going on? And so that's when, if that is happening, you need to make sure you get a meeting with the principal and make sure you get to that immediately. Social withdrawal. If a child becomes increasingly isolated or avoids social interaction, it may indicate bullying. Bullied children often experience fear of embarrassment, leading them to retreat from friendship and activities. That's also something to look for. If your child was always out and doing things, going outside, playing ball, wanting to go to the mall or wanting to hang out with friends, and all of a sudden they stop, then something's going on. You might investigate that. Those are signs that your child is being bullied. Emotional changes, anxiety and depression. Children who are bullied may exhibit emotional changes, including anxiety and signs of depression. This can manifest as mood swings, loss of interest in once enjoyable activities, or changes in eating and sleeping patterns. So if you know your child does all these things and all of a sudden they stop, those are some signs. You might need to do some investigations, okay? How to talk to your child. All right. This is how, like some parents, they have issues, they tell your child, you don't never tell your child you're too soft. Talk to them every time, okay? So a safe space enables children to express their feelings without fear or judgment. Encourage them to share their experiences, foster trust, and allow parents to understand the situation better. Open-end questions. Utilize open-end questions help children articulate their feelings and experiences. Questions such as "What happened at school today?" invites detailed response rather than simple yes or no answers. That's it. What happened at school today? How was school today? What did you do at school today? Now, I think Mr. Ramon always asks his kid, how was school today? What happened today at school? So that's right. You know, saying, did you have fun? That's yes or no. So that open-ended questions are the best questions to ask your kids and keep them talking. Active listening techniques. Active listening involves fully concentrating, understanding, and responding to your child's concerns. Techniques include repeating back what they said and visualizing their feelings to demonstrate empathy and support. Strategies to combat bullying. So now this is for the kids, okay? This is strategies to combat bullying. Encouraging friendship. Fostering positive friendship provides children with a support network, making them less vulnerable to bullying. Engage in group activities help children find reliable companions who can stand by them when they're in challenging situations. So that means you find a friend that's going to be your boy and that's going to be your friend forever. And he's going to sit there. He's not going to let, he or she's not going to let somebody bully you and he or she not say anything. That's the type of friends you need to have surrounded by you. Developing coping skills. Whoops, went too fast. Let me go back. Developing coping skills. Okay. Teaching children coping strategies such as assertive communication and problem-solving skills equip them to handle bullying situations effectively. Skills like role-playing can help them rehearse, respond to potential confrontation and scenarios. So basically what they want you to do is, you know, put them in a situation and see how they behave, you know, and give them ideas and suggestions and solutions to help them do better when somebody is bullying them. Reporting and environment. Encouraging children to report bullying incidents is critical for an intervention. Involvement from parents and teachers can create a safe environment where children feel supported and take action against bullying. So most of the time, the kids, so you really have to encourage it because some kids will sit there and they know they're being bullied. They won't say nothing to a parent, won't say nothing to a teacher. So you're going to have to be vigilant with your child and encourage them to talk to you and allow them to tell you what's going on in their life. Resources and support. School policies on bullying. Most schools establish policies that outline anti-bullying measures and procedures for reporting incidents. These policies are critical for creating a safe environment and often involve education on the impact of bullying for such staff alike. Hotlines and support groups. National hotlines such as National Bullying Prevention Center provides immediate support for victims of bullying. Support groups, both online and offline, create a community where individuals can share experiences and coping strategies. Professional counseling option. Professional counseling can provide tailored coping strategies for victims of bullying. These therapists trained in childhood trauma can help children and parents communicate effectively and develop reliance against bullying behavior. Okay, that was a quick slide about bullying, and so this is on here now for you to look at. But like I said, I've got several more that I use and I come out on, and I want you parents to always understand, to always talk to your kids, always be interactive with your kids. Always let them know that they can come to you at any time. Let them understand that you're there for them, and if they have any issues at school, they can come to you, or they can go to a teacher. If they go to a teacher and it doesn't work out, they come to you. All right, and let mom and dad come to the school and handle the situation. But at the very least, do not take your life into your own hands and get depressed where you feel like you don't want to be around anymore. Because life is worth living. Just because somebody's talking about your glasses, talking about your clothes, talking about your hair, talking about your shoes, talking about the way you smell, that doesn't give you, That shouldn't be depressing when you have to take your life. You just need to just cope with what's going on, get somebody and tell. Okay. So I am just about out 30 minutes. That's pretty good. If you have anything you want to say or anything you want to add, feel free to type in and chime in. It's been great. Like I said, I want you guys to understand and to realize that all you have to do is just, when something happens like this, is just start telling folks. I mean, ain't no such thing as not telling. I don't understand why we won't tell what's going on with each other at school. You know, and it gets to a point where if it's bullying gets too manifest, you know what happens out there. If you go back and do all the research of all the school shootings we've had, it's some bullying being involved that has something to do with it for a person to come back to up school. So you got to keep that in mind when you watching somebody do what they're doing to somebody and you think it's funny, because it shouldn't be. You should go and stop it, or you should go and tell. Easily, simple said and done. You got to do it. Okay. So anybody have anything else before I sign off? Miss Trauma, you got anything since you walked in? Okay.
Nope, I'm good.
All right, guys. As I always say, quit yelling at your kids at night, hoping they will sleep right. Quit yelling at your kids in the morning, hoping they will do great in school. Your voice is always the voice they're going to hear. They're going to always remember. Speak love. Speak success. Speak faith. Speak prosperous. Speak hope. And at the end of the day, listen to your kids. This has been Shave and Haircut episode 26. 26, guys. I thank you guys for tuning in. We love you guys. Until next time, we'll be seeing you guys later. Love you.